When you talk about Sulphur Dell, you always talk about right field. I mean, that's the first thing that comes up, right field. 262 feet from home plate to right field. And then at about 235 feet, that's when a little hill started up. I mean, it was just a real steep incline. You get to the top, then you got another big fence up there that'd go up another 30 feet. If you talk about Sulphur Dell, I don't care where. If anybody knows anything about Sulphur Dell, they're going to talk about the dump. And that's what they call right field, the dump. Had a big, huge scoreboard in left center field, just really deep area in center field, had Vols right in the ground right out there. And it was about 435 feet if you hit one out there. It was quite a blast.
You won't ever forget right field. So you had a high slope in right field, which you had a slope all the way around, really. But in right field, it was short. Larry Gibbons signed those left-hand pull hitters, hit the ball over that screen into the ice house, Ice and Coal Company.
They swing up at the ball. Instead of getting out front and trying to pull the ball down like down the first base line, they would swing straight up because they knew all they had to do was hit a pop fly, you know. Most of them big old left-hand hitters could do it.
They called it Sulphur Dell stroke. They didn't want too many left-hand hitters to learn that because when they left the Sulphur Dell, it was no good to them. Those big ballparks were just out, see.
In some cases, some of them say that it ruined the good line drive hitters because they had to learn to hit under the ball to get it over that fence.
You know, when you were playing at Sulphur Dell, visiting teams would come in. They always wanted to make sure they had all their left-handed pitching rested because left-handed hitters, they were just going to wear that fence out. So they wanted to make sure they had a good left-handed pitcher to go against that left-handed hitter. Well, a lot of right-handed hitters started taking advantage of that. They started getting an uppercut in their swing and trying to swing inside out so they could hit the ball late. The Vols had a guy named Stan Palis, and he did that. He just wear that right field fence out. He'd get up in the big leagues and he couldn't hit. And then we had a guy named Bob Lennon.
Bob Lennon was well loved. He had 64 home runs in 1954, which is about, fourth or fifth in the all-time home run list of major or minor league players. That was quite a feat. But once again, it may be his dad was talking, hitting those home runs and down that right field line over that 262-foot right field fence, maybe that ruined him from getting to the major leagues.
He just learned to hit them. He hit almost all of them at Sulphur Dell when he was at home. But when he got up to the big leagues, he had that same stroke and they'd catch it on the warning track. I think he hit 150 or so. So you could get some bad habits down there too.
You think about the screen in Fenway Park. They had a screen on top of a fence and everybody would take a shot at it. Well, they did the same thing when they came into Sulphur Dell. Guys who had never played in one of those parks, he'd take one look at that short porch in right field, and it almost looked like the fence and the screen could fall down on you, and yet you were up there at the plate waiting for the pitch to come in. But it would force real good hitters to try and hit, even if they were from the wrong side of the plate, try to hit a pitch in a certain way and try to push the ball off to right, almost hit a foul ball, in other words, to the other side.
The players in center field and in left field were actually on the playing surface itself. Many times they had to run up the bank to make an attempt to catch a long fly. But their playing position was on the level. But the right fielder definitely had to play on the bank. He couldn't play anywhere else.